get rid of the scoreboard then for lights out, just so we can get a really good angle. Should I go on board? Who should I go on board with? Oh, fuck it. We'll do the onboard after. I've not got all the time in the world. Right, here we go. It's lights out and away we go. Someone's ghosted already. I don't know really what's going on there. We're on board with Kimi Rai. It's gone down to P10? What? I think my scoreboard's messed up. There's already a virtual safety car. Malenkov has got a penalty for a collision with Seba. I've got no idea what's going on. It's typical Monaco. There's bits of Red Bull flying everywhere. Yaya's staying well out of it. Mako was briefly in P1 if someone wants to get a screenshot of that.
Yay!
I'm sure that'll please him. So, just business as usual then at Monaco. Absolute chaos. VSC ends. We're back racing. Someone's waving a blue flag. I don't know if you saw that. Marshall waving a blue flag there. Let's stay on board in P3 with Kimi Rai. And Seba has a penalty for corner cutting. It's all going on at the back. I think we've kept the running order at the start. Kimler comfortably in P1. Spinotto will have no trouble. Oh, and he hits the barrier. Just as I say that, I swear every time I make a compliment about someone, they smash into a barrier, as there's already a big gap between Depenta and the rest of the grid. I don't know what's going on. Trix is in the pits. Seba's in the pits. Malenkov's in the pits. It's all going brilliantly for them. Trix, I think, might have shot himself in the foot. I think, did he start on hards, Trix? Not 100% sure, but if he has, he's absolutely shot himself in the foot there. I believe the hards can make it to the end. So we've got basically 2 races going on right now. You got the back 3 and everybody else. Where's Yaya? How's he doing? Already 5 seconds back to Depenta, so there's obviously been a lot of things happening towards the back of the grid. But it's all calm at the front. Kimler leads by over a second, leading comfortably. And sets the fastest lap on those mediums. Looking good for him, I'll be honest. As Kimi Rai nearly makes contact. Lobster very close to Ryan. I think he's going to try and make a move at some point in the lap as well. But for now, oh, let's stick with Kimi Rai and Spinotto, as I think they made a little bit of contact there. Kimi Rai, I think he needs to overtake him sooner rather than later. He's losing big time to Kimler in P1. As Malenkov overtakes Seba for P14. Oh, something's going on at the back. And I saw a wheel flying off. Spinotto is gone. He's gone. And his Ferrari is parked ignominiously in the middle of the chicane. And it's a safety car. Ay, ay, ay. So already we have 2 DNFs. It's Seba. Something clearly went on at the back there. I'd be lying to you if I told you I knew what it was. I've no idea. Kimler's pitted. Interestingly. I have no idea what's going on. Kimler pits for hards. That's interesting, because really, I'd have thought you want to stay out if you're on the mediums, because you've got the advantage of track position. And you can go to softs later, especially considering what is going on with the safety car. What is this? Safety car bugging out massively. So, Trix and Malenkov benefit from whatever chaos has happened at the back. Truth be told, I have no idea. I really don't think this is the right move from Kimler, because he's kind of put himself behind Lobster and Mutant. There's no way he can make progress. You never know, it might work. I'm not exactly a strategic expert. I'm not going to lie to you. But Kimi Rai looks to be in a very advantageous position in P1 on those mediums. I think Kimmler may have given away too much there. Yaya gets a 3-second penalty for cutting a corner somehow during a safety car. Don't know quite how he's managed that, but well done. You've managed it. So then, I think let's take a little breather while we just unpack what may or may not have happened. I think we had 2 incidents at once. We had Spinotto, the NF. I'm not sure, he may have made contact, I'm not sure, with a wall, with another driver. And I think simultaneously something has happened at the back of the grid. And it's happened while I was shifting down the leaderboard, so I've missed both of them. You're welcome. Only top-notch coverage from me. Although, in fairness, it's no worse than what the real race director did at Monaco today. Anyway, still under safety car, Kimi Rai. Every lap the safety car stays out is more time that the soft and medium runners can extend, and they're going to want to, considering Kimmler's going to the end. Kimi Rai is going to want to put some serious distance between himself and Kimmler, who is now the leader on hard tyres, and has already pitted and will go to the end. So it's only the top 5 who are going to pit again, in terms of who Kimmler's going to be racing. Others have pitted as well. They're all going for the end. They're going for the long stint strategy. Tricks, I think he's going for the 2-stop. It's not been a good start to the race for him, but of course it doesn't matter because he is just sandbagging. I'm not sure we're going to restart this lap. I guess we'll find out. Spinotto leaves. Obviously had enough. Safety car is in this lap, so I think we'll stay on board. Actually, can I get a better view if I do this? Oh, this is nice. Little helicopter view. I think we'll stay with this camera for now. As Kimi Rai is going to set the pace. He's gone. And I guess we're racing again. Green flag once he crosses the line. As he goes through Sandevot. Doesn't look like there's any incidents on the restart. I think we're good. And we've done it, ladies and gentlemen. We've managed to do a safety car restart without someone dying. Pretty nice. Good job, team. Good job. Kimmler already threatening Lobster. Getting very close to the back of him there. Mako, yeah, it's getting a bit cramped at the back as well. I think we'll stay on board with Kimmler. I think he's going to give us a good view of stuff happening. Let's put the graphics on. There we go. Lovely. Oh dear, Kimmler. And I think that's it. I think his chances of winning are gone. That's a big one. That's a big one. It's a bad mistake to make. Yeah, I'm really shocked at that. It's not the sort of mistake you'd expect from Kimmler. Oh, and I think he's given up. Yeah. I think that's it for Kimmler. He's retired from the session. And our pole sitter has now gone. AlphaTauri's hopes rest with 2-time podium finisher Yaya Tsunogoat. He carries the whole weight of that team on his shoulders. So let's check in with the front. Nothing changing at the minute. Tomek may try a move on Drunk Kimi if he gets close enough out of here, but Drunk Kimi gets a good exit. Yaya gets another penalty. Interestingly enough. Oh yeah, Kimmler's out. He's gone. He crashed of his own accord. So not a good race for him. This may have just gifted the scraps from this particular battle. Maybe not on this occasion. But there's a lot of hard fighting at the back as Drunk Kimmy is in a wall. That's another crash. And this time, it's the Alfa Romeo of Drunk Kimmy. He's absolutely binned it. There's no two ways of saying it. He's binned it at Sandoval. You know, Jeff was very clear. He said no heroics at Sandoval. And what did you do, mate? Unbelievable. He's got no front wing. Really, really bad damage for him. And he nearly Rosberged it. As Yaya gets another penalty. I think he must have about 9 seconds now. Not great for him, as Ryan could send one on Depenta here. Not quite close enough on this occasion, but there's a lot of drama threatening to happen. Oh, as Depenta gets a bad exit. Really pounced upon there by Ryan as he goes up into P5. Great move. And that's worked wonders for him. There's a yellow flag, Sector 2. I think that's involving Drunk Kimmy just going slowly just to get round. So, not a good lap for him. Not a good race for him, I apologise. And he's retired. So, that's 3 big hitters and Seba that are now out of this race. 3 contenders, I would have said, for the win. Out of this race. Kimi Rai, oh, it's a safety car. Something's happened. What has gone on here? What has gone on? I think it's Drunk Kimmy. I think Drunk Kimmy has actually binned it. Mako pits. Yeah, I think that retirement was him binning it, not him pitting, which is my error. And there's a... Renault stopped. Is there? It looks like there's a Renault stopped on the map, but it's not. Everyone looks like they're still moving, but... Oh, it's the safety car, my bad. It's the same colour as the Renault. It's not misleading at all. Don't worry about that. So Kimi Rai pits. I think he's going for the hards. Will Tomek Jr., I mean, he's on 10 lap old softs. He could go for the mediums here, and this could really, really now play into Tomek's hands. Will Mutant pit? Yes. As will Lobster. Ryan, then, stays out, and this has worked absolutely beautifully. Ryan and Engineer and Damien, the 2 Renaults. I mean... This is like Christmas for them. P1 and P3 currently. Yaya. I don't know how you've managed it, mate, but you're P4. Let's have a look at the penalties. 9 seconds. Ouch. That is, that's quite a lot, I'm not going to lie. I guess it depends what happens with the others, how many penalties the others get. So then. Let's take stock. We're 12 laps in. We've had 4 DNFs, 3 of which could have contested for the win. And now, I would say our remaining favourites, Kimi Rai and Tomek, are P5 and P7 on new tyres. And really, if we're honest, they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle to overtake 4 or 6 cars in Tomek's case. Because it is just impossible around here. The Renaults are in an absolutely beautiful position. They're going to go to the end, I think. So it really is now on Kimi Rai and Tomek to try and do some overtaking. They've got to be aggressive, and you know how that can end up. So I think we're going to have to see some spirited, let's say, spirited driving from these 2 guys. As the safety car stays out for another lap, Mako. Don't know what's going on with Mako. He's miles behind. Tricks, still sandbagging. Malenkov has chosen to stay on his mediums, so really he's banking on another safety car. Can Tomek make it to the end on mediums? I think he can. It's risky. But I think he can do it. Just about. You'll be struggling. Malenkov really needs another safety car, and then he can pit for soft maybe at the end, but it's really risky, and he's missed his chance now, so he's got to commit to it. So really anything could happen here, because we've got the two, I would say the two fastest drivers at the minute. Well, actually Engineer's quick, isn't he? I would say... Oh, hang on. Was there contact there? Did I just see contact? Engineer, does he have a full wing? Yeah. I guess that was just some weird ghosting. I have no idea then. Just typical Cody's stuff, as you'd expect. So the safety car will come in this lap. I think Engineer's my new favourite to win. I think he's the most likely to do it. Not to downplay Ryan, but I think Engineer is a little bit quicker. It just depends if he can overtake. So then, the race is now restarting. Let's use the old cinematic scan them all through Sandoval method that I used earlier. Prazer, Ryan has gone. He's caught Engineer a little bit unaware, if I'm honest. He's lost a little bit of time. They're stacked quite nicely behind. I think we've mostly avoided collision. I think we've actually entirely avoided collision. So, well done. Wow. Oh, God. And a lot of fighting here. Yaya right up the back of Damien there as Kimi Rai and Yaya make a little bit of contact. It's getting a little bit friendly through there. It's not looking very comfortable. The Penta's just hanging back, watching all of this happen. So, is anyone going to send a move down here on the safety car restart? Kimler might have a look. Not on this occasion. And Malenkov cuts and gets himself a penalty. That's unlucky. Kimi Rai looking to capitalise on a little mistake there from Yaya. He might even want to try one into Raskas. Not close enough, though. But Yaya's getting some pretty slow exits right now. And this could be what Kimi Rai needs. He can't afford to waste any time here, as the grid is still pretty stacked. And look how close Kimi Rai is to Yaya now. 2/10. Now, he's going to want to hang fire just a little bit, try and get a good exit towards the chicane, as the Penta is ghosted. Just to get a move on if he's going to challenge for the win. Tomek, I've completely missed that. I think Tomek has pitted. I don't know why. He must have had some problems. Mako. Oh, the Penta's pitted, so I think he had damage as well from an unseen incident. Lobster and Malenkov go side by side, and Malenkov, I think that's race over for Malenkov. That's unfortunate for him. So both Ferraris then look to be out of this race. Oh no, he's restarting. Oh, it's a long way back to the pits from there though, mate. And getting very close together now between these three. Kimi Rai, Yaya and Damien. So not a boring race by any stretch. And this could be the moment he's blasting at the ERS. And he's going to send one down the inside. Not this time. Wonder what made him back out. Looked like the perfect time to do that. I guess Yaya outbraked him, which is interesting. But he's really losing a lot of time now. These guys nearly 4 seconds back from Engineer. I think it's going to be a two-horse race, if I'm honest, between Engineer and Ryan. I guess it's whoever blinks first and makes a mistake. Tomek challenging the wounded Malenkov, who lets him pass with no drama. I do feel bad for Malenkov, actually. That was a tricky one. He's missing both front wing end plates, and he hits the wall there. Let's check back on with Kimi Rai, actually. Let's bring up the lovely graphic again. And this lap, I think he's just going to be constantly attacking Yaya here. These three seem inseparable. I think Yaya made a big one there. He's just managed to keep Lobster behind him. And Mutant and Kimirai finally gets past, and now he can attack Damien for P3. He'll want at least a podium. He'll want a podium at the very least after his brilliant qualifying performance, as Lobster is going to try and move on Yaya, who cuts ever so slightly and forces Lobster, it looks like, into the wall. I don't think there's any damage. But wow, Engineer somehow has lost 4 seconds to Ryan. Who that is. Anyway. That was interesting. Oh, Mako retires, and that doesn't look good. What is that? That's not good at all. Mako, as you can see him there in the back, and it's a safety car. So Depenta comes in. Mutant stops. I'm not really sure what that was about. I think he possibly just missed the pit entry. So it should be interesting to see what happens with the top guys, whether they'll choose to pit. I imagine these guys will if they have penalties. Maybe get rid of them. But yeah, we're down to 11 drivers now. Mako, unfortunately, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Did you record? I really hope you did, because I didn't see it, unfortunately. Awesome. I'm going to need to see that later, mate. But now, actually, curiously, this has put Kimirai in an excellent... Ryan rounds the final bend, and we're off. This time, Kimirai keeps good distance. And that's a terrible camera angle, as usual. So we're away. I don't think we're going to have any incidents on the safety car restart. Oh, nearly. Mutant nearly losing it. That was nearly very interesting indeed. Yaya, let's go on board with him. We're getting very close there to the back of Damien. And there's already over a second gap between Damien and Kimirai. This really is going to be a battle to the end with those guys. Engineer will not want to stay behind on those softs. I don't think anyone is going to be mad enough to send one down here. Everyone's absolutely blasting through their ERS. Are we going to see a move? Not on this occasion. I think it's a bit too early for that. But Engineer thinking about one on Trix down there. Oh, Trix hits the wall. And, oh, it's slowing these guys down. Engineer comes under attack from Mutant. Lobster, and everyone's backing up now onto each other. That's just caused huge tailbacks, that incident. Let's go to Kimirai. He's getting quite close to Ryan in the lead. Engineer making the move on Trix. Mutant not quite close enough to follow him through. Had to slam on the brakes there as Trix getting some understeer. Oh, and it's a collision. He has defended successfully this whole time. It's the final lap now. It's the last chance for Kimirai to make a move, and I don't think he's going to do it because Ryan is going to win. He's going to cross the line to win the Monaco Grand Prix. And what a performance. Lobster in P3, but may get overtaken still by Engineer, who goes into P3. Our podium is Ryan, Kimirai, and Engineer. Great race from all of them. Now let's see the others come over the line. Trix has penalties, so it should be interesting to see where he comes up. He's P5 for now, gets dethroned by Malenkov. Tomek then dethrones them both. So a lot of penalties for those guys. Yaya also has a lot of penalties. Interesting. And that's it. That's the race. Awesome job from everyone. What a race. And honestly, for my first commentary, I couldn't have asked for a better race. That was awesome. Some great racing there. And well done to Ryan, Prazer, and the whole podium. That was some fantastic racing at the end. So difficult to pass around here, but the strategy from some drivers was really good. Thanks, Mako. I appreciate that, mate. Hey. It's been a tough one. I'm not doing interviews, I can't be bothered, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Tomek then claims fastest lap, so the extra point for him. One of the only guys, I think the only guy who finished, actually. Oh no, Mutant as well, with no penalties. Oh no, Mutant. Yeah, he's the only guy who finished with no penalties, so I think that deserves its own applause there. That's really good from Tomek. So, I think I'll leave you there. I'm really bad at interviewing, so I think we'll leave that for next time, possibly. But I've really enjoyed it. That was a fantastic race, and I thank you all for watching.